This is a beef stew that we made a little earlier. I'm not sure why it's so dark. Just is what it is. But my name is Zakia Ringgold. Welcome, welcome. I have been exploring the Instant Pot. It has now been done for 9 minutes. What I now have to do is let the steam out. So it shouldn't be too much steam left. I'm going to vent it. And you're going to see that steam. It's hot, please. You're going to see the steam come up.
Hi. Let me.
I'm trying to see it. I'm going to pull that away. So that's letting all of the steam come up from the pressure.
Hi.
Can't beat a stew, especially now.
Oh, that's
She doesn't like it. Especially now because the temperatures are dropping here in the Northeast. You First Sight, much love, much respect right back to you. I'm so glad you were able to catch us live. Let me pull you up there. So we made this a little bit earlier. And so we're going to let all of that steam vent out. In the meantime, I know that the gravy in here isn't going to be all that thick. So what we want to do is do a cornstarch and water mix to be able to thicken the gravy up. So I'm going to use about 1 spoon of cornstarch. Not necessarily a tablespoon or a teaspoon, but it's a spoon. Hello, good to see the two of you. Hey, Sharice. Well, she's gone again. Paige comes and goes. She's not as interested in she's with me all day. It's like, no, Mom, I don't want to be on your broadcast. Not that kind of party anymore. But sometimes she'll come back. So we have about that much cornstarch. I don't really know. There's no measurement for it. And then I'm going to do double the amount of water and stir this up. And what this will do is it will thicken the gravy for us so that it's not so runny. I don't like a runny gravy. I like a thick gravy that will stick to the ribs just a little bit. And I learned this trick. Now, forever, I had been using... Oh, you First Sight, you're still up there with me. Forever, I had been using cornstarch to make bath bombs. And I had no idea that you could use it as a thickener for your gravies. So I think it was definitely on a live stream where somebody who was watching said, cornstarch is really used for... And I said, oh, but you got to be careful, especially if you got high cholesterol and all that other stuff. So this has completely vented. It is safe to take it off. If you don't know about pressure cooking, I'm not the expert in pressure cooking. However, what this will do, we open it up. Lid. And you see look at that. Oh my gosh, Gina. And now I learned this on YouTube. There's actually like a little divot there. And I'm going to put you guys down so you can see into the pot. So you can see just how runny that is and why we want to thicken it up. We don't have to leave it on there. But there's like a cutout for this, which will hold the lid for you. But I can put it down right here just because I don't want it to like fall. There's my morning coffee. Again, how long total did the stew take? Mary, it took us a total of 45 minutes for the stew. 5 minutes. Now, I'm hoping that I can just drop you down. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. All right, so it's now done. I'm going to rinse off my little spatula. And let's pull this so that it's in frame. There we go. Okay. So it is now completely cooked through and tender. I'm going to try and get a fork. But as you can see, the sauce is a little runny. I want it to be thicker than that. It's kind of like water. Water. Let me get a spoon. You'll be able to see. See how thin that is? I don't want that. I want it to be a little bit thicker. I also want to kind of do the fork test. Look how tender this beef is. It's just going right through. Look at that. Oh my, I can't wait to eat it. Look at that. Oh, it's hot. I'm sure it's hot. Don't put your hand on like a fresh out of the pressure cooker piece of beef. So that is completely cooked through. So what we're going to do Now, if I could find the bay leaves, I would take some time to pull those out because I don't need that in my gravy. But it has done its job in terms of all of the seasoning that we wanted it to do. Look at these potatoes. Nice. Look at that. It just breaks right apart. This is going to be the most hearty thing that you can have. Sorry, you're just looking at my forehead, but the stew is mo and potent. Does the flavor develop though? Flavor usually comes from the richness of the gravy. Very good question. So if you remember, well, maybe you don't remember because we weren't all here at the same time. Let me come down. What initially happened is we seared and sauteed our meats, our onions, and celery at the bottom of the pan before we pressure cooked it. So all of those flavors developed in the pan or in the pot, in the Instant Pot, while we were getting ready to make it. Then we put the and we marinated our meat overnight. So by us searing it in there, that flavor is in the beef. Now we're just using the cornstarch to thicken up the flavor that's already in here. I will go ahead and test that just to see how I like it, because sometimes you do want to add a little more salt. Use arrowroot instead of cornstarch. It's a healthier alternative. Very true. Hot. But I do taste the flavor in there. Hold on, guys. It's in there. Ooh, nice idea. All right, yeah, look at the video before this one so you can see what we did. So this is the unhealthy choice with the cornstarch. If you have arrowroot powder, you can replace that with that. And this will thicken up our gravy. Now I'm going to turn this on saute. So let's cancel that. And now we're going to do saute and start it. That's going to start bubbling in just a second. So it's going to preheat. And when that sautés, that's going to like boil it. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. This is going to be such a hearty thing. And I'll be able to eat this for the next day or two. Because my girls won't eat no beef stew. Not even in the slightest. They will not eat it. So this will thicken up for us. It's nice and tender. I'm really excited about it too. I'm really excited about this. Now I do have a little bit of extra grease in there. But that's because when we did our... what is it? And I do have an Instant Pot lid that we'll be able to see through, which is this one here. So I'll just put that on there so that it can do its thing. And then I can bring you guys back up so you're not looking at just the top of my head. All right, so as soon as that thickens up, it is ready to eat. There's no wait time, no nothing. There is something else that I got for my Instant Pot in case you all are wondering. There's a bunch of appliances that you can get to extend the usefulness of your Instant Pot, which is this here. It has a basket for steaming your vegetables inside of the Instant Pot. You can make cupcakes. You can boil eggs in the Instant Pot. Shut up. It's like a hot pot thing on here. I had no idea. So let's open this while we wait for our, here, I can take this off so you can see what it's doing. But it's starting to bubble. Bubble, toils and trouble. Then we can start, and it's starting to get nice and thick. So we're making a very hearty har stew. And look, found another bay leaf in there. All right. So while that's doing that, let's open up our box of goodies full of Instant Pot stuff. I have not opened this. This was the, ooh, what else can I get? And what else does it do kind of thing. I believe these are pot holders. When you first got them, did it intimidate? Yes, Mary, it absolutely did. Because number one, I am not a cook. I pretend to be a cook in the soap studio, but nobody ever has to eat that. Whereas when you're in the kitchen, it's supposed to kind of sort of be edible. And Instant Pots previously have had to me, it just felt like you had the ability to have an explosion in your kitchen because pressure. But remember, I had gotten a huge pressure cooker because I didn't know what I was doing. Because I thought I was going to go into canning. But I didn't end up canning as much as I thought I would. I canned twice. I probably will use that larger one that I have to infuse my oils with the herbs. That's probably what I'm going to use that for. But the way I got over this is I just watched videos on how people were using it. I would put in like the different foods that I wanted to eat with it. And then I would look those up on the internet for recipes, how to do it. And I would carefully watch the settings that they would do. And listen, if you can boil a pot of water, you can probably use an Instant Pot because it's really a matter of you seasoning your food. I don't know you had cooking scopes also. Nolans, I don't typically have cooking scopes. Thanks, Paigey. You want to say hi? Come back here.
Hi.
You got to come up this way. Say what up, everybody.
What up, everybody?
You got to look that way.
What's up, everybody? Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Okay. No, we don't normally do cooking scopes, Nolans. However, whenever I get a new kitchen gadget, that's an excuse.
Can I get a popsicle?
Sure, you ate.
Yay!
That's usually an excuse to do a live stream. So this should be ready to go. It is completely bubbling. So, ow, that's hot. Hot. Cancel that. All right, so now that's all. And our stew has come up to a nice thick consistency. I'm going to put it in a bowl so you can actually see it.
Wait, that looks like the thing that when we went to that restaurant they gave us and it popped on my arm.
Yes, exactly. Sure, good advice. Thank you. I still use my regular pressure cooker. Yeah, the regular pressure.
Shred bowls.
The regular pressure cooker is more intimidating to me than this, because this takes a lot of the guesswork out of it in terms of what setting you should have it on, because you choose, okay, what am I trying to do? Am I sauteing? Am I steaming? Pressure cooking? Rice? Once you make that choice, then it gives you additional choices. So if you're pressure cooking, are you pressure cooking chicken? Are you pressure cooking beef, pork, fish? What are you pressure cooking? And then it tells you the time. Whereas with the traditional pressure cooker, you have to know what the temperature is. You have to make sure that it's sealed correctly, which you have to do with this one too. But it just seems there's a little less work on my part with the Instant Pot than there is with the traditional pressure cooker. So yeah, and so there's a lot of opportunity to make an air, and I'll show you guys. When we're saying traditional pressure cooker, I have this one here, and it's collecting a lot of dust right now. This one. So this is a traditional pressure cooker where you're using this to monitor the pressure that's in here, and then this is constantly like going. And you can put your pots or your bale jars inside of here. So I have only used this twice. I probably do it more now, but probably more so for my skincare stuff than my edible stuff, because I'm overkill. I'm queen extra because I didn't need that large of one. I have a family of 3, right? So we're not going to eat that much food. Yep. Okay. So our beef stew is now done. It has thickened nicely, and look, every time I do that, find another bay leaf. Bam. Okay. So here is what is in my accessory kit for the pressure cooker. I don't even know what this is for. I believe these are pot holders. So the pressure cooker or the Instant Pot that I have is the newer model. But previously, I'm guessing that's what this is for. These are like pot holders. And that's a daggone fruit fly that just want to go there. But these are pot holders that you are able to hold on to the side of the pot with, or get the things out, I'm assuming. I don't know. What would you be digging out of there? Who knows? Don't know what this is for, but it's in the box. This is really cool. This allows you to boil eggs. because you can't boil eggs on the stove anymore now that you got an Instant Pot, right? Don't really know. So this seems like you would be able to have 3 different vegetables, but have them separated so they're not touching. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I guess this is for eggs as well. It looks so much bigger on the computer. I use it to open jars. Okay, makes sense. Maybe this is for the eggs. Or could you do like little desserts in here and pressure cook them? I don't know. I don't know. This is why you shouldn't just buy stuff. All right, you got that. There is also instant cook time. So see, this would be really, really helpful. You have a nice one. Thanks. This would be extremely useful. There's magnets that have the cooking times for your Instant Pot, right? So for white rice, you only need 4. Can you imagine being able to have white rice ready in 4 minutes and it's not the Uncle Ben's instant rice? I don't even know what sorghum is, but you can make corn in 5 minutes. Oatmeal, 2 minutes. Quinoa, 1 minute. Couscous, my kids will not eat it. Takes 1 to 2 minutes. I'm sorry, 2 to 3 minutes. Wild rice. Why does that take so much longer? 20 to 25 minutes. So this has all of the grains in their magnets for the refrigerator. This one has your instant cook times for your vegetables. So cabbage, I just brought cabbage. 3 to 4 minutes. Broccoli, okra, leeks, peas, eggplants, onions, pumpkins, tomatoes, carrots, potatoes, sweet potatoes, beans, tomatoes, I don't know that song. Wow. Sweet potato, celery, asparagus, and eggs. It gives you the cook time for that. And then for the meat, there is beef, pork, chicken, ham, chicken breast, chicken wings, pork chops, lamb, leg of lamb, turkey, duck. Duck is very good. If you're judging me, don't. You got to taste it. Chicken thighs, lobster, crabs, mussels, and fish fillet. Everything that you would cook on the stove can be cooked in the Instant Pot. Okay? All right. And I'm going to put those up there. Because then if you ever need a dinner idea, look up there. Make a... Really? Really? They sent me doilies. What do you use doilies for? All right. I'll take it. And then, remember I said we're going to make a cheesecake? They send you a little pot to make your cheesecake in. So now I'll be looking on YouTube for an Instant Pot cheesecake recipe. Okay? I have a nice one too, but I think some stuff was taken before I brought... Oh, you got one of those. You got one of those, either a returned box, right? Where somebody was like, oh, I kind of sort of want all of this, but not really. This is a strainer basket that you can actually put into the Instant Pot to make your veggies, which I think is genius. So it can steam, and that way your veggies aren't sitting in the water. So you don't lose all the flavor. And as you can see, it doesn't take very long. And then, I don't really know what this is so that your meat, if you're ever cooking a meat and you don't want it sitting directly on the floor, that'll lift it up. It's a really small piece of meat, I'll tell you that. But that would sit your chicken. Like if you were cooking a chicken, you can have it in here. I did learn that your seasoning will help to impact the color of your chicken. So put a little paprika on it so it doesn't have that poached look to it when it's done. And then they gave me some tongs. I had gotten one of these before with the pressure cookers to take the cans out. So you could do your canning in here, right? And then use this to take those cans out because it'll be too hot. Now, for the exciting, so that's what's inside our Instant Pot accessory box. And here's some pictures because I'm sure I did not do it justice of what it does. Right there. Mary, thanks for hanging out with me. And you are also a pressure cooker Instant Potter. So always happy to have fellow instant folks who know a little bit more about what they're doing than I do. Okay, so let's get a glass I'm probably gonna have to get a plastic container. I don't think I have a glass bowl that we can use. So you all can see the magic that is pressure cooking. Or I shouldn't have said anything about a pressure cooker because now my brain is stuck on that. All right. This is now ready. Let's get a spoon. I wish I had like a ladle. I do. Thank you. You're welcome. Let me rinse this off. I don't know if I did the dishes or Nyla did the dishes, but this thing is definitely not clean. I'm going to blame Nyla. It's Nyla's fault. All right, so let's grab our little lay down, and we're going to look at the difference in that gravy. Can you see that? Oh, too close. It's a little bit thicker. You can put a little more arrowroot but let's get some veggies and some beef. Look, now tell me that's not hearty. Look at that. And I got you on Twitter. You look fantastic. You're everywhere. I'm not on Facebook. Oh, that explains a lot. Paige.
Hashtag fruit bowls.
Hashtag fruit bowls.
Fruit bowls.
What are you trying to get out of there, kiddo?
Another popsicle.
Now, if I would have had like some French bread or something.
French? I hate French.
You've never even had it.
I'm kidding.
Okay. So here is our Instant Pot. Can you see? Let me pull that. That's our Instant Pot beef. You can't see that. Maybe you can see it from the side. Well, I'm telling you, it's here. It's very good. Let's give it a taste.
Pull it back, pull it back, pull it back, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up.
Bottom of the pot, don't hold the bottom. Stop screaming. All right. Oh, now that is. Say excuse me.
Who's it?
All right. So I just took off a small piece of the beef.
It smells bad, but it looks good.
Let's see. Smile vision. That's it. Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a smile vision.
I'm gonna pull it up, Paige, so they can see us. Come this way. Okay, so verdict. Oh, we gotta close this. Verdict is it is absolutely, positively delicious. It's tender. I'm trying to cut back.
Better.
I'm trying to cut back on the salt. It's hot. I'm gonna have to cook it out.
Cause you.
I could have added more salt, but the flavor is in there with the beef and the potatoes. Okay, so hopefully, if you were wondering how did the Instant Pot beef stew turn out, we've answered your question. Hi, Paige. They're saying, "Hey, Paige." You first sight. Thank you for running the bases. I will check and see what is going on with my Facebook post and why that's not working. And thank you all for joining. Looks delicious. You kind of sold me on it when you said it cooks 4 minutes. Listen, Paul. I didn't know that, Paul. I had no idea. Hey, Matthew Vic. How are you? I had no idea that it cooked all of that. These are new bonuses for me. And I like how they're... I always need ideas because it'll be like Tuesday and it's like, are we doing Taco Tuesday yet again? No. This will give me some ideas. Like, okay, how about some leg of lamb with some cabbage and some quinoa? And according to this, my dinner would be done in 1 minute. Leg of lamb. What did we say? What did we say our vet? 4 minutes? 45 minutes. 45 minutes. She needs a step stool. She has one. It's over there. She was getting a popsicle out of the freezer and never brought the step stool back over here. I have to fight off some fruit flies. So that's what I'll be spending the day doing. So I need to put a lid on my Instant Pot because I will be devastated if a fruit fly gets into my Instant Pot. And I'm going to not watch this video again because if one happened to, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'm just kidding. Right? Because why would I keep my rice cooker when this does so much more? It's a versatile. They should have called it an Instant Pot all around pot is what they should have called it. It does a little bit of everything. Actually, I probably like this. Look how this just falls apart. I know you guys are like, she's making it up. It's not that tender. But look how that's just coming. Let me see. It's like just, I don't even have to apply any pressure. Look how tender that meat is. It just breaks. See that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And normally when I make any kind of beef, it's just as rough and tough as it want to be. That looks like a regular lid. No, it is a regular lid, but it's an Instant Pot lid. When you are pressure cooking, when you are pressure cooking, you have to use the lid that came with it because that's what seals it. But remember, this Instant Pot has a saute, it has a steam setting, and it also has a rice setting. And in those instances, you don't necessarily have to pressure cook it. So when you are on any of those settings, you can use a regular lid. And this was, I guess it was like a bonus item that came with this Instant Pot. But Instant Pot was very, very, very good to me. When my original one came, whoever packed it, they didn't put it inside of an external box. So there was another box, or it was just in the regular box that it's in, right? It's not a shipping box. And when it came, I didn't notice it, but there were like holes on the back, like the box had fallen. And I used the pressure cooker like twice. And one day I was going to put it away, and I saw the back of the pressure cooker had holes in it, like broken out, like into the plastic. Very, very dangerous, because if that would have caused any, and what we were talking about, were you nervous? I would have been if I'd known that. So I reached out to them and they sent me a replacement, and then this time they had put a box over it, and that's what we're working with now. So they were very cool. It was no like, oh, well, let us see, send us a picture. They sent me out a replacement before I returned the original one. That looks like a regular lid. It's not a regular lid. It is a regular. I guess it is a regular lid. They just branded it by putting an Instant Pot name on there. But if you have, I guess, a 16 quart or 8 quart pot, that lid probably would work on there. All right, guys. So hopefully you are intrigued. If you had not known about an Instant Pot, get it on your Yep. Get it on your Christmas wish list. I have one more kitchen appliance coming, and then I'll be done. I'm not buying any more. Number one, I don't have any more counter space for it. But this is very good. Bonjour. West Hill. Every time I'm about to go off, another one of you come on. Hello, my friend. Very good to see you. Happy Halloween, Matthew Vick. And at the expense of speaking with my entire mouth open, I'm going to bid you all a fond farewell. And hopefully we'll be able to come back soon with some regularly scheduled broadcasting. There will be more skincare broadcasts. There will be more on virtual event planning. A lot of you are in Zoom meeting after Zoom meeting after Zoom meeting. My newest job /business/enterprise is running virtual events. I produce them, I create them, I host them, and a lot of people are struggling with virtual events, and that's for like conferences and summits. And that's because you're not comfortable on camera. Guys, if you were a live streamer, I see all of this kind of comes full circle. It comes full circle. Adieu. Much love, much respect. I am so happy to see you again and see that you are doing well. I'm exhausted though, you for a second. I'm doing well, but I am tired. I am so tired because it's just nonstop. But I will say I am so fortunate that I jumped on the live streaming bandwagon in 2015. It has become why a lot of my clients even hire me. because they've done their research on who I am. They know that I'm not making it up as I go along. They're able to see the trail of what I've been doing since 2015, which I think sets me apart. And then I'm also able to help them with being on camera, which is cool. If you have not embraced virtual or digital, that was something that I would come on these broadcasts and I would be almost pleading for people to push the button, go live. You have got to go live. I had no idea that the pandemic was coming. I had no idea that Corona was about to do what it did. However, because I had gotten so comfortable and so confident, I would play with new technology all the time. It wasn't oh, well, I don't know anything about that, I'm not going to do anything. It was, oh, well, let's try it. That has served me extremely well, and it will serve you well too. It's not too late. All of this is just getting started. And if you are somebody who is clinging to, I can't wait for things to get back to how they were, stop. They will never, ever, ever get back to how they were. So you have got to, the same way I said it then, you have unique skills, gifts, talents, and abilities. There is no middleman. We all have the technology and the tools to be able to go live and share that with the world. And more, everybody has to do it this way. I don't care if you are a multi-billion-dollar company or somebody tinkering in your basement. You have the same reach, the same ability. You may not have the dollars that are pushing you behind that, but you have all of the other things and elements to be successful with it. So embrace these tools. Don't shy away from being on camera. We all are going to have to be on camera. And nowadays, people need experts, people that's been doing this for years, and they know it. Very true. All right, guys. So I am getting off my proverbial soapbox and saying, have a great Saturday. And hopefully you will tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. for 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Super Soap Sunday, where who knows what we'll be making, but it'll be something for your skin. Bye, guys.